I have learned more in the last year than probably my entire life. I was born and raised in these streets, and I wanted to run all 5 boroughs, so there was no question in my mind. I had to run New York. For me, 2012 was it.
You want to get out of the way of this storm. It is going to be a supercharged beast.
I assumed it would be a storm. We would get through it, it would pass, and I would run the marathon the following week. When the mayor got on and said that we should evacuate, there was no question about it. Our house was less than a quarter mile from the water. I basically just put the kids in the car. I told my husband, give me a call if it gets too bad, don't stay. And he said, of course.
I felt it was important for someone to be here. I started to notice something was very different about this storm. At 7 o'clock, there was no water. 20 after 7, the car's floating. So you can imagine how fast this is now starting to happen. The house next door to me started to float. And it crashed into my house and ripped the whole back of the house off of it. I picked up the phone, called my wife. I left her a message, tried to tell her the things that you try to say when you have the last couple of minutes on Earth.
Hey, baby, I love you. Kiss the kids for me, and I'll see you in the morning.
There's an unwritten rule. If things are bad, and you think it's the last time you're going to talk, you never say goodbye.
I love you, I love the kids, I love you all.
I still had hope, but I was pretty sure I was going to die. One of the houses, the roof passed by. I got up on top of the roof. We stayed there for a couple of hours, I would say, and we ended up in someone's house, and I called her back.
He said, I'm alive, but everything else is gone. I just fell to the ground. I just started crying. I didn't really know what it meant, but I knew that I heard his voice. And that was everything. It wasn't until I saw it with my own eyes that I really was able to grasp it. Within a couple of days, I remembered the marathon.
We are just receiving breaking news that the New York City ING Marathon has been canceled.
This year's marathon for New York City has so much invested in it.
This has been such a long road for her. This is really one of her crowning achievements.
When I crossed that finish line, this is the end, as far as I'm concerned, of Sandy ravaging my life. The storm took my house. It took so much from so many people, but it's not going to take that finish line from me. I'm going to get my medal.